Well, Keith Kaneshiro served as city prosecutor from 1989 to 1996 and has worked in criminal justice for more than 30 years. He became city prosecutor once again in a special election 2 years ago, and he's now running for re-election against former deputy prosecutor Kevin Takata. As part of our Commitment 2012 coverage, we take a closer look at the prosecutor's race. And this morning, we welcome Keith Kaneshiro to our studios. Good morning to you. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
First of all, I think we want to find out what's better about the city prosecutor's office over the last 2 years.
Well, I think we have very good deputy attorneys, deputy prosecutors. We've have prosecutors who are dedicated, very skilled, and hardworking, and they work a lot. When I first was elected, I was a little disturbed by a probation officer seeing 5 deputy prosecutors coming out of a movie theater at 2:30 in the afternoon. So we have supervision now of the deputies, and the deputies who are in the office are very dedicated to public safety.
Well, what would be your priorities if you are reelected?
Well, I will continue my priorities of elder abuse, focus on the elder abuse, and also focus on victims, meeting the needs of child victims. And we have the courthouse dog, Pono, who help the child victims, and domestic violence victims, which we are working on, and we're almost there in having a family justice center with a long-term transitional housing for victims. And also, of course, animal cruelty. Animal cruelty was never a focus, and I think the fact that we are now being a voice of the animals, the children, the elders, and victims, and promoting public safety for them, and they're not forgotten in the criminal justice system. Our animal cruelty priority I think it has changed the view or perspective of the community and society that people realize that animals need protection. And the other thing too is people who are cruel to animals are usually cruel to other people. So in the long term, we are protecting the population in general.
Well, I know, Keith, that you made some waves when you first got into the city prosecutor's office by firing 11 deputy prosecutors. Many were saying that this was politically motivated because they were supporters of your opponent at the time. Your response to this?
Well, first of all, they were never fired. What happens is their term expires with the outgoing prosecutor. For the deputies to remain there, they have to be appointed. And I did not appoint 11. And I had reasons why I did not appoint 11. And in fact, for being politically motivated, I appointed Dan Pacaro, my opponent, and he worked in our office for a while until he decided that he wanted to pursue private practice. So there was no political motivations.
All right. Well, what do you think are the qualities that make a good prosecutor, and why do you think you're qualified to be reelected?
Well, the qualities, you have to have experience. I have a wide range of experience in the criminal justice system. I was the director of public safety, so I understand corrections. I've been a prosecutor for 10 years, so I understand the system. I have contacts. I've worked outside the office. The prosecuting attorney is not only within the office. He has to concentrate on the community. He has to be a voice for public safety. You have to go out and work with different agencies. We work with the Humane Society very closely. We work with Child Welfare Service. We work with other agencies besides law enforcement. Of course, we work with law enforcement. And I work with law enforcement and prosecutors not only on the mainland and here, but also international. We had an international drug summit in which we have prosecutors from foreign countries coming to Hawaii. So we hosted that conference. So the prosecuting attorney has to be the voice of public safety and be concerned about not only processing cases, you have to advocate for the public safety.
All right, Keith. Well, thank you very much for coming in this morning. Good luck to you on your campaign.
Thank you very much.
And Keith, challenger Kevin Takata joins us in studio tomorrow. That's going to be at 6:10. And to see this interview again with Keith Kaneshiro, just head to the top video section of our web homepage, KITV.com. You're watching KITV4 News this morning. It's now 6:17. We'll be right back.